Mathematics test. You will have an hour and a half to answer 60 questions. Directions. Solve each problem, choose the correct answer, and then fill in the corresponding oval on your answer document. Do not linger over problems that take too much time. Solve as many as you can, then return to others in the time that you have left for this test. You are permitted to use a calculator on this test. You may use your calculator for any problems you choose, but some of the problems may best be done without a calculator. Note, unless otherwise stated, all the following should be assumed. 11. Illustrative figures are not necessarily drawn to scale. 2. Geometric figures lie in a plane. 3. The word line indicates a straight line. 4. The word average indicates arithmetic mean. Question number 1. Assume the statements in the box below are true. All drivers who live in Ohio have car insurance. Antonio does not live in Ohio. Catherine has car insurance. Ty has car insurance. George lives in Maine. Maria is a licensed driver who lives in Ohio. Considering only the statements in the box, which of the following statements must be true? A. Maria has car insurance. D. Antonia does not have car insurance. C. Catherine lives in Ohio. D. Ty lives in Ohio. E. George does not have a driver's license. Question number 2. If x equals -3, what is the value of x squared minus 1 over x plus 1? F, -4. G, -2. H, 2. J, 3 2/3. K, 5. Question 3. Mr. Jones earns a total of $320 each week at his job in Sheba's supermarket. If 18% of his pay is withheld for taxes, insurance, and other deductions, what is his take-home pay each week? A. $57.60. B. $262.40. C. $300.50. D. $320. E. $338. Question 4. In triangle XYZ, shown before XY is congruent to XZ, and the measurement of angle Y is 50 degrees, what is the measurement of angle X? F, 40 degrees. G, 50 degrees. H, 65 degrees. J, 80 degrees. K, 100 degrees. Question 5. Shari and Juan are in charge of the art classes for summer camp. They plan to have the children make flowers out of construction paper. They have decided to let the 10-year-olds cut out the circles, each 3 inches in diameter, for the centers of the flowers. If the pieces of construction paper are 9 inches by 12 inches, and these circles are laid out as shown below, what is the least number of pieces of construction paper Shari and Juan will need for the centers of 50 flowers? A, 1. B, 2. C, 3. D, 4. E, 5. Question 6. On the real number line below, numbers increase in value from left to right, and B is positive. The value of A must be F, negative, G, positive, H, less than B, J, greater than B, K, between 0 and B. Question 7. If 2 times x minus 5 equals negative 11, then x equals A, negative 21 over 2, B, negative 8, C, negative 11 over 2, D, negative 3, E, negative 1/2. Question 8. Which of the following is a factor of the polynomial x squared minus x minus 20? F, x minus 5, G, x minus 4, H, x plus 2, J, x plus 5, K, x plus 10. Question 9. A line in the standard xy coordinate plane is parallel to the x-axis in 7 units above it. Which of the following is an equation of this line? A, y equals 7, B, x equals 7, C, y equals 7x, D, y equals x plus 7, E, x equals y plus 7. Question 10. 3p over 5 plus 3q over 2 is equal to F, 9pq over 10, G, 6p plus 15q over 10, H, 6p plus 3q over 2, J, 3p plus 15q over 5, K, 3p plus 3q over 7. Question 11. Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Vega was a 27-foot-long airplane with a wingspan of 41 feet. If you are making a 1/20 scale model of this airplane, what should be the length of the model's wingspan in feet? A, 1/20, B, 1 1/20, C, 2 1/20, D, 2 7/20, E, 2 1/2. Question 12. Anne, Bill, and Carl are eating a pizza. If Anne ate 4 slices, Bill ate 3 slices, Carl ate 2 slices, and 1 slice more than half of the slices remain, into how many slices was the original pizza cut? F, 16, G, 17, H, 18, J, 19, K, 20. Question 13. The shipping costs for the Acme Furniture Company increased by 60% because the company moved. If it cost Acme $80 to ship some furniture before the company moved, how much would it cost to ship the same furniture after the move? A, $48, B, $84.80, C, $108, D, $128, E, $140. Question 14. Teria plans to paint the ceiling of an L-shaped room in her apartment. Her ceiling is flat and all adjacent sides meet at right angles, as shown below. She is going to take advantage of a paint sale that discounts the cost of each 1-quart can of paint. Using her painting experience, Teria estimates that each quart of paint covers approximately 100 square feet. Based on her estimate, what is the maximum number of 1-quart cans of paint she must buy to paint 1 coat? F1, G2, J4, K5. Question 15. If x equals -4, what is the value of 3x squared minus 15x? A, -108, B, -12, C, 12, D, 29, E, 108. Question 16. In the trapezoid below, line AB is parallel to side DC. What is the measurement of angle C? F, 65 degrees, G, 100 degrees, H, 115 degrees, J, 122.5 degrees, K, 145 degrees. Question 17. 6a to the third power minus 5ac to the second power plus 14c, all minus 8c minus 3a to the third power minus 2ac to the second power is equivalent to a 3a to the sixth power minus 7a squared c to the fourth power plus 22c squared, b 3a to the third power minus 7ac to the third power plus 22c, c 9a to the sixth power minus 3a squared c to the fourth power plus 6c squared, d 9a to the third power minus 3ac squared plus 6c, e negative 2a squared minus 2ac plus 16ac to the third power. Question 18. If the function 3x squared plus 5x minus 5, then function of -2 equals f 21, g 17, h 3, j -3, k -27. Question 19. An advertisement for tires says, buy 3 tires at the regular price and get the 4th tire free. This offer is equivalent to what discount off the regular price of all 4 tires? A, 1/3%, B, 1/4%, C, 25%, D, 33%, E, 40%. Question 20. You tossed a fair coin 10 times, recording H when the head side landed up and T when the tail side landed up. You recorded T, H, 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 T, H, 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 H. What is the probability that the head side will land up on your next toss? F, 0, 1/2 to the 11th power, H, 1/2 to the 9th power, J, 1/2, K, 1. Question 21. At the airtight security company, every employee must wear a badge with an identification code consisting of 2 letters of the 26 letters A through Z, followed by 2 of the digits 0 through 9. Letters and digits may be repeated, but the first letter cannot be the letter O. How many different codes can be made? A, 26 times 26 times 10 times 10. B, 26 times 26 times 10 times 9. C, 25 times 26 times 10 times 10. D, 25 times 25 times 10 times 10. E, 25, 26 times 10 times 9. Question 22. The length of a rectangle is 6 inches longer than its width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 48 inches, what is the width in inches? F, 27, G, 21, H, 15, J, 9, K, 8. Question 23. What is the slope of line PQ in the graph below? Note, grid lines are spaced every half unit. A, 2/3, B, -2/3, C, 3/2, D, -3/2, E, the square root of 3 squared plus 2 squared. Question 24. In the figure below, line AD, line BE, and line CF all intersect at point Z with angle measures as marked. What is the measure of angle CZE? F, 76 degrees, G, 104 degrees, H, 118 degrees, K, 128 degrees. Question 25. The parallelogram below was cut from a piece of graph paper with squares that are 5 millimeters by 5 millimeters. What is the area of the parallelogram in square millimeters? A, 800, B, 950, C, 1,100, D, 1,400, E, 1,600. Question 26. The flight of a projectile is modeled by the function d equals -5t² plus 18t plus 8, where D represents distance above the ground measured in meters and T represents time of flight measured in seconds. According to the model, the projectile will hit the ground when T equals F1, G2, H4, J4.4, K5.2. Question 27. In the standard XY coordinate plane, if a triangle has vertices at A, -2, 1, B, 1, 1, and C, -2, -3, what is its area in square coordinate units? A, 5, B, 6, C, 15/2, D, 10, E, 12. Question 28. -1 times -3a cubed all to the second power is equivalent to F -9a to the sixth power, G -3a to the fifth power, H 3a to the fifth power, J 6a to the sixth power, K 9a to the sixth power. Question 29. 120 is 5/12 of what number? A, 50, B, 64, C, 102, D, 204, E, 288. Question 30. If B is any even integer, which of the following is a more simplified way to express B plus 3 over B squared minus 9 divided by 1 over B minus 3? F1, G2, H 1 over B squared plus 9, J 2 over B minus 3 to the second power, K 1 over B squared minus 6B plus 9. Question 31. Among the following 5 fractions, which one is greater than the rest? -1/2, B, -3/4, C, -7/8, D, -9/16, E, -5/32. Question 32. If 4/3x is greater than -1, what is the set of all possible values of x? F. X is greater than -3/4. G. X is greater than 4/3. H. X is less than -4/3. J. X is less than -3/4. K. x is less than 4 over 3. Question 33. The owner of a dance studio wants to double the area of a rectangular 8-foot by 10-foot dance floor. The 8-foot width will be increased by 2 feet. By how many feet must the length increase? A, 2, B, 4, C, 6, D, 8, E, 10. Question 34. In the right triangle below, if tangent 2 over 77 to the square root of 77, then sine equals f 2 over 9, g 4 over 77, h the square root of 77 over 9, j 1 minus 2 to the square root of 77 over 77, k the square root of 1 minus 2 to the square root of 77 over 77 squared, Question 35. What is the slope of a line that is parallel to x plus 2y equals 6? A, -2, B, -1/2, C, 1/2, D, 3, E, 6. Question 36. In the formula A equals P times 1 plus RT, A is the principal plus simple interest, P is the principal, R is the interest rate, and T is the time. Which of the following solves this formula for R? F, R equals A over 2PT. G, R equals A minus P all over PT. H, R equals A over P plus PT. J, R equals A over P minus PT. K, R equals A minus P minus PT. Question 37. Tanya and Charles brought their brother, Jerome, a concert ticket for his birthday. When Jerome thanked Charles for the ticket, Charles said, "I contributed only half as much as Tanya." If the ticket price was $24, how much did Tanya contribute? A, $6, B, $8, C, $12, D, $16, E, $18. Question 38. Which of the following is the solution set for the inequality below? X minus 1 is greater than 5. F, x is less than -4 or x is greater than 6. G, x is less than -5 or x is greater than 5. H, x is greater than -1 and x is less than 1. J, x is greater than -4 and x is less than 6. K, x is greater than -5 and x is less than 5. Question 39. Saying that 4 is less than the square root of x and less than 9 is equivalent to saying what about x? A, 0 is less than x, x is less than 5. B, 0 is less than x, x is less than 65. C, 2 is less than x, x is less than 3. D, 4 is less than x, x is less than 9. E, 16 is less than x, x is less than 81. Question 40. In triangle ACB shown below, sine A equals 3/7, and the measure of line CB is 14 inches. What is the measure of line AB in inches? F, 6. G, the square root of 40. H, the square root of 58. J, 98/3. K, 40. Question 41. Which of the following could be the equation for the parabola graphed in the standard xy coordinate plane below? A, y equals x plus 2 times x minus 3. B, y equals x minus 2 times x plus 3. C, y equals negative x minus 2 times x plus 3. D, y equals negative x minus 2 times x minus 3. Y, negative x plus 2 times x plus 3. Question 42. The average of a set of 5 integers is 4. If one of the integers in the set is 3, what is the average of the other 4 integers in the set? F, 3. G, 3 2/5. H, 4. J, 4 1/4. K, 5. Question 43. If one solution to x squared minus kx minus 8 equals 0 is x equals negative k, what are the possible values of k? A, negative 4 and 4. B, negative 2 and 2. C, 0 and negative 2. D, the negative square root of 2 and the square root of 2. E, negative 2 the square root of 2 and 2 and the square root of 2. Question 44. Triangle T is congruent to triangle T2. Triangle T1 is similar to triangle T3. Which of the following relations is or are also true between such triangles? 1. Triangle T1 must be congruent to triangle T3. 2. Triangle T2 must be similar to triangle T3. 3. Triangle T3 can be congruent to triangle T1. F, 2 only. G, 3 only. H, 1 and 2 only. J, 2 and 3 only. K, 1, 2, and 3. Question 45. George is making wooden building blocks for his grandchildren. As a first step, he wants to cut up a piece of lumber that is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 6 feet, shown below, so that he will have cubes 1.5 inches on a side. He must allow an extra 1/8 inch for each cut because his saw blade is 1/8 inch wide. Assuming that the lumber has no knots or other flaws, what is the maximum number of blocks he can make from his 6-foot piece of lumber? A, 36, B, 44, C, 48, D, 108, E, 117. Question 46. What is the value of k for which the lines y equals kx plus 1 and y equals x minus 2 intersect at the point 4, 2 in the standard xy coordinate plane? F, -1, G, 1/4, H, 1/2, J, 1, K, 3/2. Question 47. The equation of the line containing one side of a rectangle in the standard xy coordinate plane is y equals 3/4 x minus 2. If one of the following equations is a line containing an adjacent side, which equation must it be? A, y equals -3x plus 3. B, y equals 3/4 x plus 3. C, y equals -3/4 x minus 5. D, y equals 4/3x plus 1. E, y equals -4/3x minus 4. Question 48. How many positive integers are factors of 30? F, 3, G, 5, H, 6, J, 8, K, 10. Question 49. Rectangle ABCD with diagonals line AC and BD intersecting at point E is shown below. Rectangle ABCD is a square if and only if angle ABE is congruent to which of the triangles in the following list? Triangle ACD, B, triangles ADE, C, triangle BAE, D, triangle BDC, E, triangle CDE. Question 50. A school supply store sells individual pencils and pens. 2 pencils and a pen would cost 55 cents. 2 pens and a pencil would cost 95 cents. How much would one pencil and one pen cost? F, 15 cents. G, 35 cents. H, 50 cents. J, 75 cents. K, cannot be determined from the given information. Question 51. The imaginary number I is defined such that I squared equals -1. What does I plus I squared plus I to the third plus so on and so forth, I to the 49th power equal? A, I, B, -I, C, -1, D, 0, E, 1. Question 52. For 0 is less than x and less than or equal to 2 pi, if sine x is greater than 0 and cosine x is less than 0, what are the possible values of x? F, 0 is less than x and x is less than pi over 2. G, pi over 2 is less than x and less than pi. H, pi is less than x and x is less than 3 pi over 2. J, 3 pi over 2 is less than x and less than 2 pi. K, x is equal to pi or 2 pi. Question 53. What is the area in square centimeters of the largest circle that can fit within a rectangle measuring 6 centimeters by 8 centimeters? A, 6 pi, B, 8 pi, C, 9 pi, D, 16 pi, E, 48 pi. Question 54. A circle with a radius of 6 inches is cut into 12 equal pieces, one of which is arc AB as shown below. What is the measure of arc AB in inches? F, 1, G, 2, H, pi, J, 2 pi, K, 3 pi. Question 55. When an angle is in standard position in the xy coordinate plane, its vertex is 0, 0. One side, called the initial side, is also along the positive x-axis. The other side, called the terminal side, is positioned counterclockwise from the initial side if the angle's measure is positive and clockwise if the angle's measure is negative. In the figure below, angle AOC, which measures 40 degrees, is in standard position. Which of the following gives the measure of an angle in standard position that does not have the same terminal side as angle AOC? A, negative 320 degrees, B, 400 degrees, C, 680 degrees, D, 760 degrees, E, 1120 degrees. Question 56. An airplane flew for 8 hours at an airspeed of x miles per hour and for 7 more hours at 325 miles per hour. If the average airspeed for the entire flight was 350 miles per hour, which of the following equations could be used to find x? F. X plus 325 equals 2 times 350. G. X plus 7 times 325 equals 15 times 350. H. 8x minus 7 times 325 equals 350. J. 8x plus 7 times 325 equals 2 times 350. K. 8x plus 7 times 325 equals 15 times 350. Question 57. In the figure below, line BCF is a straight line and all distances are given in centimeters. What is the ratio of the area of quadrilateral ABCD to the area of quadrilateral DCFE? A. 5 to 7. B. 7 to 5. C. 7 to 9. D. 7 to 27. E. 7 to 34. Question 58. In the figure below, transversal R crosses both P and Q, and A degrees and B degrees are measured by the indicated angles both between 0 degrees and 180 degrees. Lines P and Q will cross somewhere to the left of transversal R, that is, on the side opposite the indicated angles. Which of the following statements best expresses a true relationship between A and B for all possible positions of transversal R? F A is less than B. G, A is equal to B. H, A plus B is less than 180. J, A plus B equals 180. K, A plus B is greater than 180. Question 59. For what value of A will a circle centered at 2, -3 pass through points 1A and A3 in the standard xy coordinate plane? A, -3, B, -0.4, C, 1.4, D, 2, E, 3. Question 60. If a and b are real numbers such that a squared does not equal b squared, then for what value or values of x, if any, in the equation ax plus b equals bx plus a true? F, 1 only. G, positive or negative 1 only. H, a minus b over a plus b only. J, all real numbers. K, no real numbers. This is the end of test 2. Stop. Do not turn the page until told to do so. Do not return to the previous test.